Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and another video from myself, Private Hire Mike. And in today's video, it's going to be a bit of a short one, but it's going to be a slideshow presentation and it's going to be all about how to calculate your break-even point, which is something that can be regarded as quite simple, but sometimes and oftentimes overlooked. So quickly, what exactly is a break-even point or the break-even point? Essentially, all it is when your total earnings match your total expenses, and that is when you start to make profit. So, as an example, let's say, for example, your expenses are £400 per week. To break even, you need to meet that £400, and then once you've met that £400, anything afterwards is all profit. So, as an example, you've earned £1,000 for the week. Your break-even point with your expenses is £400, and then anything after that is profit. And if you've made 1,000, then after that the profit will be £600 because 1,000 take away 400 is 600. But most importantly is calculating that break-even point. And what are some typical expenses? We've covered this before, but they would be fuel, probably one of the highest expenses in this industry, maintenance, car payments, car leasing, car financing, cleaning, etc. So here is a quick example. £150 a week of car rental, £50 a week of insurance, £100 a week on fuel, and £5 phone data. So in this case scenario, this driver's expenses per week are £305, which would mean before they make any type of profit, they would need to make £305 to break even. Now, you might be asking, oh, I don't know how to quite calculate my weekly costs. Quite simple. Whatever you pay for something per month, times it by 12 and then divide it by 52 to get that weekly expense cost. That could be your insurance or even for your fuel. Look at your receipts for the last year on fuel and then just get a ballpark figure of what that weekly average would be. On to the next one, guys, and this is going to be the formula to work out this break-even point. So let's say, for example, your total weekly expenses are £400 per week. We want to calculate how many hours here now to break even. And I think this is important because in this industry, we realize and we know that we have expenses. So it's good to know how to calculate how many hours you need to work before you start to make a profit. Let's say, for example, your average hourly rate is £20 per hour. That would mean that in this case scenario, you would need to work 20 hours to break even, to make profit, or to start making profit with this simple formula. Again, let's say, for example, you have a weekly expense of £200 and your average hourly rate is £20, then you would only need 10 hours to break even. And then after that, you'll be making profit. How can we reduce this break-even point? This is going to be the last thing I'll talk about. And here are some quick key tips. First one is going to be work smarter, not harder. So in this industry, I always say work smart, not hard, meaning know your area, know which areas work best for you, know the times to work, know what the peak times are. And that way you can start to plan out your week so that to get to that break even point, you can sort of almost estimate, okay, I need to do this amount of hours in this kind of area at this time, and I'll make it. And quite obviously as well, try to cut back on your expenses. So if you're renting a car and it's not quite that suitable for you, meaning that you might not be getting as many comfort requests or executive requests, consider getting a cheaper car or perhaps finance your own car. In terms of fuel, find places which are cheaper, find places which offer points towards your fuel, cut back on your cell phone data, those type of things. And then by this way, you can cut back your expenses and in that way reach your break-even point quicker. The aim of the game is to get to that break-even point as quickly as possible. If you can get there in 10 hours, brilliant. If it takes you 20 hours, I'd probably say that's average. Any more than that, you need to definitely look at your expenses, guys. So I hope that video has helped you. If you found it useful, do subscribe. do hit the like button. And if you have any question, guys, about this video, drop me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. For myself, Private Hire Mike, enjoy this video and be safe out there.